Welcome to Global Village. This is your host of the program, Ahmed Kassim. We have a great guest today, Jennifer Rourke from the Catholic School in Brooks. Welcome, Jennifer, to the program.
Thank you, Ahmed. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Thank you very much. Could you tell us a little bit about your background?
Sure. As far as my involvement with Christ the Redeemer Catholic Schools in Brooks, I started teaching there in 1996, and I have always done my teaching here. I've moved through the whole school system, and now I've become vice principal at our school at Christ the King, which is a middle school, and it's a very, very exciting place to be.
Okay, so you have elementary school, middle school, and high school.
Yes, we have, actually in Brooks, we have 4 Catholic schools. We have an elementary school, which is Holy Family Academy, and it is kindergarten to grade 4. We have a middle school, which is grades 5 to 8, and it is Christ the King. And we have St. Joseph's Collegiate, which is grades 9 to 12. We also have an outreach school, a very small outreach school that helps students who are not necessarily part of the regular programming of the regular school system.
Oh, okay, so the elementary school, or that's where it used to be central school?
Yes, big changes happened in schooling all throughout Brooks last year. With the construction of Uplands Elementary for Grasslands Public Schools, we moved into the former Central School building, which is now Holy Family, which is kindergarten to grade 4. And it works really well because it was for small children, so we still have small children there.
There you go.
Yes. Christ the King and St. Joseph's share what used to be Holy Family and St. Joseph's. We have a lot more breathing space and room to move around because the kids are a bit bigger, but we're not so crowded as we once were.
Oh, okay, so you have your head office in Okotoks.
Yes, our head office is in Okotoks. Christ the Redeemer Catholic Schools has satellite communities throughout southern Alberta. So their head office is Okotoks. We have schools in High River, Canmore, Drumheller, Brooks, Oyen, and Strathmore.
Oh, I see, okay. And you have a trustee person here?
Yes, we have a trustee in Brooks, and she represents us at the board table at their various meetings that they have.
Okay. So when the Catholic school was established in Brooks area then?
It was started in 1996. They opened the doors at the end of August for that school year. Prior to that, there was a lot of hard-working individuals within the city of Brooks who had a vision, a dream, and a passion, and they made Catholic education come alive within our community.
Yeah, that's very good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, so if someone is, let's say, for example, going to the public school and they decide to go to Catholic school, would that be possible, for example?
Absolutely, that's possible. What we do is we ask people to come and meet with us and talk to us about what it is that makes us a different school division than the public schools, because we both have the same curriculum that's prescribed by the Alberta government. We both teach English, math, science, social, everything the same. What makes us different is that we are a faith-based education system. So it means we are rooted and grounded in the teachings of the Catholic Church. So if someone wanted to come, we would talk about, why do you want to come? Why do you want to come and be part of our faith-centered place? Because it permeates throughout our whole day, our whole year, and our whole everything that we do. Yeah, so people are more than welcome, absolutely.
So regardless whatever faith they believe, if they subscribe and accept that is the school of faith-based Catholic, then they will be able to continue the education there.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay, the other. Do you have any programs after school, for example, or other programs that related to the Catholic school, for example, basketball team, that stuff?
Oh yes, we have lots of school teams. We have a whole full complement of sports teams that children can join up with. We have tutoring after schools if it's required. We have places where they can get involved with the community. All kinds of things, as you would think in a regular public school. We have those also.
And you do have transportation?
We do. Our transportation is hired out by Southland, and we have buses that come and pick up all of the students and transport them throughout the city of Brooks and through the county of Newell, where people are Some people come from farms or from smaller centers.
So
from
they will
around
be
the city
able
of
to
Brooks.
come with the bus.
Absolutely. Yeah. Within town, there are fees associated, and those would be talked about through our busing department.
And what happens, for example, if someone is new to the community and they want to reach to the Catholic school? What is the process of, what would they do, for example?
If someone was new, what they would do usually is give me a call
Okay.
and come and meet with me.
Okay.
And I would talk to them and I would find out their background,
Okay.
find out what kind of services their children need, what kind of services and experiences that they have, and what kind of educational plans that we would need to put into place for those children. So if it's someone who is learning English for the first time, or if it's someone who has learning support needs, then we would make those kinds of programs available to the best of our ability.
Do you have some sort of ESL then?
We do.
Okay.
Our school population has changed dramatically in the last number of years.
Yeah.
About 3 or 4 years ago, throughout the school year, we registered 130 students between October and May.
Wow.
It was a huge change for us, and we welcomed and welcomed and welcomed people.
That's great.
Most of these people, 98% of them, were permanent residents coming to us from countries like the Philippines, from Colombia, from the Ukraine, from Central America, all over the world.
Okay.
So yes, we have ESL programming, English as a second language. In our school alone, so at Christ the King,
Yeah.
we have an ESL coordinator, and we have a full-time ESL teacher who brings those children into their folds, helps teach them their basic things that they need to know, their basic phrases, their basic vocabulary and alphabet if they need it.
Yeah.
And then we provide supports into our school, into our teachers. So we've had a lot of professional growth for our teachers and professional development. Currently, our whole school is undergoing a immersion in a SIOP programming. SIOP is Sheltered Instruction Observation Protocol.
Wow.
Basically, it gives teachers strategies on how to reach students at their content, so math or science or phys ed, something, and work on their language objectives at the same time. So it's dual programming, and it's thinking about this is where the children are at with their English level, and where do I need to get them to go so that they can understand the content. We're working really, really hard on that right now.
Wow,
We're pioneering that for our school division, actually.
That's very good. The junior high school that you have, the junior and high school students, would they get involved in and participate the community one way or the other, for example? Like going to the helping food bank is helping
Sure,
others,
sure. In
others.
fact, yesterday we had a Good Works program that our entire school went and participated in all at the same time. So from 10 o'clock till 12 o'clock yesterday, they were out and about in the community. Some people were helping at the food bank. Some people were shopping for presents for people who are less fortunate. Others went to the daycare and brought the children back and played with them in the snow. Some people wrote letters to people in the hospitals.
Wow.
Others went to the elementary school and visited with the younger children and helped them make some crafts and
Wow.
things. We had people visiting at the seniors' residence in Brooks. We had 340 people out in the community doing good works. It was great. It was just absolutely wonderful.
No, that will motivate the kids to the positive side of the community, to get involved in the community. You also have some sort of universal breakfast or lunch, because Grassland have a kids program where if kid doesn't have a food in the morning, they provide. So
They really do need to eat.
Yeah.
Eating is
So you
very
do have-
important. Yes, we have through donations. We get lots of donations through St. Vincent de Paul, which is a good work society that works through our church,
Yeah.
that helps all throughout the community of Brooks.
Okay.
But we've also recently gotten donations from some oil field companies who are more than willing to help with lunches and offering those breakfast kind
That's
of items
very
too.
good.
We run a little breakfast cart every morning, so anybody who wants can come and have muffins or oranges or something to get their day going.
and anybody who is watching the program, they can donate.
Absolutely.
It's a private donation
Yes.
for the program.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And you do have a Swiss program. You want to tell us a little bit about your
Swiss
program?
programs aren't from the country of Switzerland. They are settlement workers in schools, and those are funded by the Canadian federal government. And their main purpose is to help families and children get settled and adjusting to life in Canada and in our city also. So we have currently one Swiss worker who meets with families, does home visits, and helps people to understand the health system, the banking system, any of those types of things that if I didn't know, if I went to their country, I wouldn't know. I'd need some help.
There you go.
So our Swiss worker works wonderfully with these families and makes these kinds of relationships. Helps them to integrate themselves more into the community so that they can eventually stand on their own 2 feet. But another program that we're working with the Swiss program is in our school. It's called YCAT, Youth Cultural Ambassador Team. And what these students do is they meet once every week, and they are learning about their culture, they're learning about themselves, they're learning about how their culture intermingles with other people's cultures and what we can expect from other people. And basically when we have new children come to our school, we put the team in action, and they come and they welcome them, and they show them where to go in the school and give them a safety area for them to feel more welcomed and comfortable in the school.
So that's a new program then?
It is.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
Is it part of the Swiss, or is it?
It is. It's a newcomer orientation program that is run through the Swiss program and through the funding from the CIC, from the federal government.
Okay, so is it also the Swiss program that you have is very similar to the Grassland one? And
very much, very much. In fact, our Swiss workers know their Swiss workers, and hopefully they can work together, because there are people who go to both school divisions at one time or another.
Okay, so do the Swiss person also outreach outside apart from the school, after school?
Yes, they do evening presentations sometimes. Hopefully they'll be working more in the area of nutrition. We're finding that's a really important need, that people need to learn about what are things that keep us healthy, and learn and put sessions on and programming like that. Swiss person also helps us to arrange for interpreters in case we need them for parent conferences or conflicts between students or anything, just to help in those areas.
When you have the graduation of grade 12 from the Catholic school, what your experience, for example, would the kids continue further education? Would they go for trades, or they have been encouraged to go further education to the university colleges?
We certainly have them on a plan in high school to further their education. So everything that we can do to help them get their English levels at a high enough level to study at a post-secondary education institution is all that we can do. So it's if they go to the Medicine Hat College, we're trying to make some links in that area. If they go to university, we're finding cost is very prohibitive, because these families have spent all their money to get their families here, and further education is very difficult. But we certainly want the children, the students, to be able to think about further education and be part of the trades, be part of a university degree or a college diploma, whatever we can do.
If someone is a graduate, for example, from the Catholic school, and they want to go for further education to University of Calgary or University of Alberta, they don't need to be to continue that Catholic version of the school, I would imagine, if they're going further education to the university.
Their diploma, their high school diploma, is a regular diploma.
Okay, that's for the faith, and then if they go for further, they go to University of Calgary.
They
right?
can go to any university that they would like, and they can get involved. We would encourage them to be part of the faith aspects of their universities or of their churches within their community. We really hope that not only are we teaching children to be readers and writers, but we're teaching them how to be good faith-filled people who are active in their parish, active in their community, and living a life that's relying on God.
So you're building from the base, from kindergarten to grade 12.
Absolutely.
So that's the foundation, so they will continue believing themselves, believing God, and all that stuff.
Yes.
Well, that's a very much. Do you have motivational speakers, for example, now and then at the school?
We do. Quite often we'll have people come and either share their faith stories or encourage people to be more active in their faith, or give them a different perspective on how to do that, be more excited about it. And every year all of our schools have people who come in and are part of that. Often it involves music and drama and stories and enacting a team. In our high school we have a team that comes out and they provide music for services, and they are active within the other school community, part of the whole school community too.
The other challenge that you have is when people are coming from either immigrants coming, it will be easier for the school to know in advance, so that will add to the program.
It would, absolutely. The more we can know how many people are coming through our doors and maybe possibly where they're coming from, we can adapt our programming accordingly. We right now we have 60% of our school population is English as a second language.
Wow.
And 40% is English only. So what we really are working on is to address the unique needs of all of the students in our school. So we really talk about differentiated instruction and meeting the children where they're at. What do they need? Where do we need to go? And it doesn't matter if you've come yesterday off of a plane or if you were born here. We're all learning English. We're just at a different part in our journey. And to be able to meet them in those needs, we really try to make the programming adjustable to them. So if we know how many people might be coming, we can hire appropriate staff. If we know if people are leaving, we can make those kind of adjustments also.
Also, it's very much important, the involvement of the parents to the school.
Yes, it is. We really believe that we are in a partnership with the families, and we will try to have them involved in their education as much as we possibly can. So whether or not that's homework help, whether it's coming and volunteering at our school, any parent is welcome at any time to come and volunteer in our schools, or being part of the community at large to make it a home for them. And this is our home, this is our community. We're proud to be part of Brooks.
That's the same challenge that Grassland has, is also the same thing, that parents are not involving enough.
Yes.
So is that specifically for the new Canadians or all the parents?
You know, I think it really depends.
Okay.
It depends how people approach education, so that to see if they feel welcome to come. It feels of their personal experience of education. And so we just want to make people feel that they're more than welcome to come and be part of their child's education, because we're partners with them.
So do you have some sort of, for example, meet and greet, some sort of, to get to know the parents, is how you do that engagement with the parents, or the interviews? I know you have interviews, but is it something that you look forward to have, let's say, parents and teachers to get together so they could be able to get to know each other?
There are some events that we do, informal events or formal events. Sometimes we have coffee, just come on in. I know at Holy Family right now they're having coffee with the administration once a month, I think. So they can, anyone can come and have coffee with the administrators from that school, and that would be a really great tradition to have for all of them.
No, that's very good. In terms of coming the holidays, for example, you have what, time off from the 19th?
Yes, our last day of school is the 19th, and they return back to classes on the 5th.
On the 5th. Oh, okay. So that will be same as the Grassland then.
Yes, we try to have similar calendars, but occasionally there's a day or two that are different. And Grassland's kids go to school one day and ours don't, or ours go one day and theirs don't. But
especially the April, I believe April or March.
In the Easter holidays, yes.
There is some.
See, our calendar is based with our school division, which is in all of those different communities. Which is, it would be nice if we could have it all the same, but at this point, that's not where it's at.
We hope one day it will come to have all in one one pitch, so at least then the kids can play together, both schools, whether it's a public grassland or the Catholic. Coming back to Brooks as in general, you've been since 1996.
Yes.
And you have seen the changes of the community.
Yes.
You are very active in the community. And what do you think the advantage of diverse population like ours is?
I think it is so advantageous that we live in such a multicultural society, in Brooks in particular. I think that we can see the world without ever leaving our town.
Yeah.
And we have so much to learn from each other. We have so much to gain from knowledge of looking at each other in our hearts, and knowing that we're all people. We all do people things.
There you go.
And we can do that together in the community of Brooks.
So it's advantage of having that diverse population.
Yes, without a doubt.
The fact that it's advantage because of you will get to know different cultures. For example, we had in September we have Taste of Nations.
Yes.
Yeah, where you can eat different dishes.
Yes, so many of our students were there with their families, cooking their traditional meals and being part of that, and they were so excited to feed them to us and come and say, here, try my food. I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah, it's a small population in terms of, I think, 13,500 or 14,000 Brooks area, and having so much different languages and different cultures. I think it's amazing.
I think it really teaches us who we are, and it opens our eyes that there's a great big world that we are so privileged to be able to be part of.
What is the 2015 that you like to see in terms of the school, for example? What are you guys having something new for the 2015 or different program, or is continuation of the 2014?
We're going to continue what we started this year with the professional development for our teachers, with the differentiation of instruction for our students. But we're also part of a 3-year faith plan in our school division, and it's the journey of joy. And really focusing on joy and being joyful people in our lives, and teaching people about that, and it's good.
Because people always talk about happiness, and I always tell them, happiness, money does not bring happiness. What brings happiness is your faith. And
the joy is, even if things are tough, we can still find a center of joy.
No, that's great. And what would you like to see, for example, Brooks and County of Newell in 2015? I know one of the things probably will be our mayor will be MB.
Yes, we'll have a bigger voice in Ottawa.
There you go.
And I think we can look forward to living in harmony with one another in our very diverse community.
No, that is true indeed, and you get involved a lot of. Is there any other thing that, from the school point of view, apart from Swiss program, and do you have a basketball, ping pong team? Or do you have a basketball team who plays together somehow?
Wouldn't it be great? Our senior teams play with Grasslands teams.
Wow.
It'd be great to have the younger teams doing that too, just to get to know each other and to learn about each other and to forge those friendships also within our community.
So you have Catholic school team and Grassland team play.
Yes. Yeah.
No, that's very good. And very soon they're going to have, I believe, Lakeside Leisure Center will have inside soccer.
I think so. Soccer is huge for most of our kids that come. They are soccer fanatics, really, and they play soccer every chance that they can get. So if they can play indoors, if we can have a soccer team, that would be really wonderful too.
Yeah, I think that's what they plan. I believe they're going to have the renovation start on April sometime.
Good.
And probably will take about a year, 2016, end of 2016, probably they're looking at, sometimes 2016, they're looking at probably inside soccer, which is very huge, popular with especially immigrants.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, soccer game, that's what immigrants look like.
They like it much better than football or baseball.
Yeah, baseball, football, and I think the hockey game, those are the major ones for the Canadians, for example.
Yes, but I think that soccer is more accessible. You don't need quite as much equipment to play,
Yeah.
and it seems that everybody knows how to play.
Hockey, I think you need a lot of equipment.
Really, you do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and if the family can afford.
Yeah, and you travel a lot too with hockey.
Oh,
So if a family is wanting to spend less money, they can spend it on playing soccer.
oh, okay. So basketball will be the same then.
Basketball, school sports are in essence free.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, okay, okay. No, that's great, Jennifer. What we would like to say about your students, your friends for these great holidays coming to your viewers, especially for the season and the New Year.
Well, I wish everyone the very best, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and best wishes to the year that's coming up. And I'm just very thankful that we got this chance to talk today, because it's good for us to share who we are and what we do, and especially in the context of our work.
And I hope you will have a resolution coming very soon for the New Year, so you keep that resolution until the end of the month. But whatever resolution people have, we wish them good luck to achieve.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I think you've been terrific, I think a champion for the education, and we hope to see more. And those wish that you give to all viewers, I think one is your family, especially your dad.
Yes,
Very
absolutely.
champion. But yeah, I think you've been champion for the education, and we hope to see the Catholic education and Grassland very soon to be on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that students from both schools will achieve the same goal, and the community will achieve in general supporting the student, because education is the success of every individual in life. And you guys are doing a terrific job, and I just would like to take the opportunity and thank you and your friends at the school, the administration and principals, trustee, for the well done job that you guys been doing for the past. We hope you guys will continue that positive contribution to our society, especially the new coming generation of leaders.
That's right.
That's where they come from.
That's where they come from, and we're very blessed to have them. So thank you very much for having me on your show today.
No, thank you very much, I think. And this is, before we just clip, I think this is part of thanking appreciation from, I think you could probably have the two of them, because one
Okay.
is a ring,
Mm-hmm.
and that's from Salma and Bilan. I think that's the revenge they have, and that's the promise that I have made this morning. They said
Okay.
they need to give it to the Augustus, especially Catholic school. That's what they go to the Grassland, but
Yes.
they also have some friends from the Catholic schools. Yeah. Thank you very much, and hope
Thank
to
you.
see you soon in the near future. Thank you very much for watching the program, and I hope you will join us next time. Until then, have a great evening, and have a great day. God bless you all. This is Ahmed Kasim, your host of the program.